lot of people are collecting knowledge. They read books, they watch videos, they save hundreds of ideas. But here's the strange thing. Some people learn the same ideas and their lives changes completely, while others keep learning the same thing but stay exactly where they are. Why? Most people think the solution was simple. I just need more information, more books, more courses, more knowledge. But sometimes more knowledge is not the answer, because the real question is not what else can I learn? It is, how does what I've already known become part of my life? Think about your own experience. Maybe you learn something about confidence, but you still hesitate. Maybe you learn about productivity, but you still procrastinate. Maybe you learn a new skill, but when the moment comes, you still don't act. And sometimes the people who struggle with this the most are not the ones who don't care. There are people who love learning. They collect ideas faster than they can actually transform. The problem is not that you don't understand. The problem is understanding never becomes part of your behavior. And the more I thought about this, the more I realized something. This is not actually a modern problem. Today we talk about learning faster, productivity, self-improvement, building better habits. But underneath all of these questions, there is actually one deeper human question. How does something you know become something you live? And this idea is later expressed by Bruce Lee in the way the world can understand. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Because knowing something doesn't mean you have already transformed. Chinese thinkers call this 知行合一. Wang Yangming, one of China's most influential philosophers, believed true knowledge is not something you just simply store in your mind. True knowledge is something you practice, because one idea only becomes wisdom when it changes how you see and act. This is why modern thinkers like Dan Cole emphasize writing, because writing forces you to slow down, organize your thoughts, and discover what you truly understand. Try this today. Choose one idea you learned recently from a book, a conversation, or a video, then write 3 sentences. What did I learn? Where does this appear in my life? What is one action I can take? Because reflection is where information becomes personal. But there's another reason people don't change. Sometimes they know what to do, but they made the action too complicated. This is another Chinese wisdom, 大道至简. It means the deeper the principle, the less complexity you need between understanding and action. For example, learning Chinese, many people think I need to master everything before I speak. But the simple action is use 1 sentence in real conversation today. In business, the same principle applies. Sometimes you don't need another report. You need 1 clear problem, 1 decision, 1 action. Because most people don't need another source of wisdom. They need a space to slow down, reflect, and turn ideas into their own experience. Every week inside China Origins Companion, we practice this together. You will take 1 Chinese idea of the week, reflect on your own experience, and turn it into a new way of understanding your life until it becomes part of how you think.